In the second half, we played well until the second goal we conceded. After that, we played not so good, not so well, and we deserved to lose against one of the best teams in Premier League, and without a lot of injuries players, and we can't compete against Arsenal or the big teams without our top players.
I think the team was really mature, was really clever in the game that we have to play, in determination of the areas that they were allowing us to play for, and both in attacking and defending. I think we had a big performance as well individually. We kept going. I think the last action, when Guy Marias blocks the shot and the reaction of the team, the spirit, and how much they want to play for each other, and really pleased to win here.
Yes, really happy, really proud of the boys. I think they put a big performance to beat this great Brighton side. They haven't lost here since August, and that tells you the difficulty of the task, but I think we were really good today.
Jim?
Hi.
Kai Havertz again produced up front. You see the difference from last year?
Well, he's certainly having a huge impact in the team. I think his overall performances, they've been really good, and now his numbers in terms of goal contributions are really, really high, and he needs to maintain that level. I think the understanding between the attacking players today was superb. I think they had real purpose and connection and a lot of clarity where to attack against them, and we created many chances.
Sam? We all know what happened this time last year, the new season.
I forgot already. I don't know.
Do you see a difference in mentality or in that edge compared to this time last year?
I don't know. I think we are in a really good moment. We have the squad healthy, with really good energy, with a lot of confidence, individual and collectively, because they perform really well, and we are winning a lot of matches, and we just have to carry on doing what we're doing.
It was in the equivalent game last season against West Ham where Bukayo had a penalty, doesn't score. Again, that's another difference. It's just it's those little margins which can change everything.
Yeah, and that's a little one or a huge one, because a penalty is a goal, and then the difference in the scoreline makes the whole difference. But just the courage to take it again, because I'm sure that something was around his mind. But it's another year, he's gone through that, and he was to make the difference for the team. Hi.
Ben White is always good, but he has Ben White.
Yeah.
Always good, but he has been extremely good. So what have you done?
Well, credit to him. He's always willing to learn, to train, to play in any circumstances. When he's feeling good, when he's not feeling that good, he's open-minded, and he has the desire to win, and that's what he makes the difference in him.
Kai?
It's the seventh time in a row that you've started Kai in the centre forward position. I know you don't want to limit him to one position, but is he in such good form in that role now that you almost can't move him?
Yes, I think when a player is performing, a lot of times the players decide where they have to play, and we can have certain ideas, but then you see certain relationships and sometimes flows, and when it flows, you have to let it go. And I think Kai at the moment is flowing, and if he's really comfortable there, and the team is really comfortable with him there, and the rest of the things happen naturally.
I just want to ask about the way the team celebrated Gabriel's block. Is that the kind of mentality that gets teams over the line at times?
That's really pleasing, I think, for all the coaches to see that reaction from the team at 3-0. It's great, because that tells you how much they want it, the importance and the focus they put in every single ball. So yeah, that was an extra bonus today.
Mikel, just on Kai, when you were here in South Coast against Bournemouth, and you gave him the penalty to get his first goal and give him that confidence boost, how different is he as a player, as a person, from that point?
Yeah, obviously he's in a very different moment. He's got some fantastic players around him. We have tried to create the right environment for him, which I think is very important for any player. We have given confidence. We have, I think, hopefully given the love that he needs. And after, he has earned the admiration of the rest of the players and the staff at the club, and now our supporters for sure.
Dave? Mikel, we've got 3 more really hard-looking away games before the end of the season.
4 or 3? I know, 3, yes. Yeah.
Does today give you that increased belief that you can go to Wolves, Tottenham, United and get what you need?
Yes, it does, because this is a really, really tough place to come here and win, and the manner and the form that we've done it. So hopefully yes, and we can carry on doing what we're doing.
And do you really see that the title, your title hopes, clearly will be decided on the road?
I don't know, because we're going to have to play Aston Villa home, and that's going to be a tough match. They are a really good side. So we know that we're going to have to play. We have won 10 and draw 1 in the last 11, and we are not top of the league. You know, it's like, come on, you know, but this is the level, and this is the, as well, the reason why we have to improve so quickly as a team to try to be there.
Okay, James.
Just following on from Dave's question about the away form, I mean, what do you feel has clicked away from the team? Because it just seems to have gone to another level in this calendar year.
Yes, I think, well, at the end it's about performances. You have to earn the right to win the games in this league, and the teams, they ask you a lot of questions, and there is a lot of things that you have to control in a Premier League match to win away from home, and the team seems to be controlling those moments much better, and being comfortable in different stages of games when the teams are demanding you all this stuff, and that's, I think, a bigger step as a team.
Can I just check on Ricardo?
Yeah.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah.
Okay, last couple. One at the back there.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Well, on Jorginho, another top performance in the park. You've had your line part a bit recently, but he really stepped up and produced a bit.
He was superb, and as well, nobody, I think, expecting running into those areas with the ball to assist Kai. But I think, honestly, his leadership, his intelligence, the quality he delivers, I think makes everybody better. I think today, him and Dek, with Martin in the middle, they were outstanding.
Okay, finally we'll go to Isan.
With Gabriel Jesus, what do you make of his performance, back to full fitness? Maybe could have got a few more shots off, maybe could have scored, but are you more happy with him in the creative areas and trying to see more goals?
Yeah, I was really happy. Obviously, we knew the task that he had, especially on the side, the way they attack. We saw as well the opportunities for him to score in certain moment. He has 2 big chances as well there that he could have converted, by his contribution, the individual action that he does for the first goal. Winning that penalty, I think it tells you that. So we are getting him back. I think he's fitter as well, and he can have huge impact for us.
With all these goals you're scoring, do you in some ways laugh from the thing that was said in January about Brighton needing a striker?
No, because if you laugh after, you don't know what happens. So stay humble in football. Enjoy the day, because you don't know how it's going to be tomorrow.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yep, another win for Arsenal. Lots of good football to boot, but also 5 away clean sheets in a row now, Ian. That's impressive.
It's very impressive. You know, Arsenal this season, especially what we saw happen at this stage of last season, defensively, they've just gone to another level in exactly what they're doing, how they've been defending. In these instances, we're seeing when Brighton actually break through that press, and then what you can see is the 4 and how determined everybody is to get back and make sure that you can win that ball back. And they've done that on so many occasions. Again, it's a crossfield ball. See Jorginho at the moment in the position, but you can see that's Kai Havertz there. Look, Kai Havertz ends up there at right back, and once they get back into this situation, they block them out, they can't get through, and they win the ball back again. You look at this situation. Once they get here, now you're thinking, oh my gosh, they're going to get at us now. But then you see the bodies, there they are. Erdegaard wins it back, they win it, and they're away. It was very, very tough for Brighton to get anything once Arsenal just got themselves calmed down, and with this kind of defending, they were just very hard to beat. You know, there it comes across, they win the ball back. There he is again, Trossard, and then bam, we get the foul, and you win it. This was the goal. This is a brilliant goal. I'm not just saying, but it's a fantastic goal in the end. You know, once he goes through, you just feel the composure, and he just drops him there, and then the finish.
As cool as you like, isn't it?
That was brilliant.
It's a tough finish as well, isn't it?
It was a tough finish, just to lift it. But this is what the manager was talking about, the commitment and what it means. And you know this as well, Diz. This kind of block and, you know, the celebration is because what it means, the clean sheet, what it means and what it may mean in this race to not concede and to score goals. And that is why you can see that kind of celebration, because there's a lot of hard work going to that defensive unit and what they're trying. There you can see it there.
Pretty impressive numbers, aren't they, all in? I think that they've won 10 of the last 11, drawing the other game without ever trailing at any point in any of those matches, which is pretty tasty. Can I call you Diz?
Yeah, you can. Everybody else is apart from you.
Oh, I didn't really.
But they do. Yeah. That block at the end, that means a lot. You know, Havertz is coming to the party. Yeah. Trossard off the benches. You know, Saka's scoring. Everybody, and Odegaard's the conductor. In every department, they've got players that are taking charge of that department, and they're doing really well, playing some great stuff as well.
Picture the scene. Last day of the season, Arsenal need a win for the title on the very last ever match of the day that Ian Wright has. It's written in the stars, bro. Can I call you bro?
No, you can call me anything if that happens, man.
OK. Aston Villa had the...
Yeah, 3 goals, 3 points and a clean sheet as well for the Gunners to the top of the table. The pressure of them having seen what City did earlier in the day and having to match that must have been so intense.
You could see that, you know. They were so confident from the first minute until the end, so never panic, always controlling the game. So it's a big changement, improvement from last season. At the same stage, you know. Remember what happened last season? They lost the plot. They lost big players just like Saliba. I was worried about Gabriel in the first half. I was thinking, the bad luck is coming back. But no, they improved so much. Again, it's rare in football to see a bench of guys like this, young like this, improving so much in space of 1 year.
And they're mixing together. They're sharing the game time as well. Manager's doing well.
Yes.
You know, because he's resting players. I mean, Saka's rested before he brought him back in today. He was great, fantastic. They look like they've never been away. So everyone he needs to use, he's got a big squad there. They're ready to go on and they're ready to do the job. And I thought it was great today. Trossard has been an outstanding signing for him. You know, he's little money, but he always affects the football match.
You mentioned Saka there. He got the scoring underway.
Yeah.
The penalty is what Arsenal had first up to open the scoring, a chance to get the lead. This is the incident that led to it. It was Lante on Gabriel Jesus. Stonewall penalty for both of you.
Absolutely. 100%.
Why?
Because there is a contact in the penalty area, so there is no doubt for me that it's a penalty, but it's a silly challenge from Lante because I think he should have closed him down instead of trying to challenge the ball.
Brilliant. I mean, look, Martinelli's been sitting on the bench as well, so Gabriel's come out there. Jesus has come out on the left-hand side. And normally you see Martinelli do that, but he just dragged it into his right foot, and this is an unbelievable cool finish from Saka. You know, he missed that penalty for England, didn't he? Because it took a lot of stick. He's never going to miss one. You always feel like when he steps up, Manu, it's going to end up in the back of the net.
Yeah, it's his first penalty of the season. Arsenal have scored all 10 of their penalties. This is the goal that made it 2-0. Let's talk about Kai Havertz, his role and his goals.
And Jorginho too.
And Jorginho, your favourite.
You know, at the beginning of the game, because I thought that Brighton would put more pressure and physical presence on the field, but they didn't, and I'm very happy by his performance. But Kai Havertz as well, because look, as I said before, he's not the same player than last season when he came from Chelsea, and he arrived in a team that was playing the same football, speaking the same football, with full of confidence, enjoying playing all together, and he regained confidence, you know. And now you can see his quality in front of the goal.
Yeah, fine goal-scoring form for Kai Havertz, 5 goals and 3 assists in his last 7 Premier League matches. That man you mentioned, Trossard, goal number 3.
Yeah, well, this is the difference with Arsenal. They're 2 up, so they sit back in. They'll get all behind the ball, and they say to Brighton, come and open us up. And they don't. And Trossard wins the first one, gets played in by Havertz, and once he gets his first touch here, gets across the defender. Once he goes across him, he sits the goalkeeper down, he's cool as you like, 3-0, game over. Put your legs up, make some subs, Mikel, and make sure we can beat Bayern Munich in the Champions League. But once he gets ahead, he never catch him.
Yeah, great finish though as well.
Yeah, he showed composure, you know, he was clinical in front of the goal. But again, I'm very happy by even when you come off the bench, you know, you play the same football, and there is no difference with the first 11.
7 games in the Premier League this Saturday. What a busy day. Let's remind you of what we saw. We saw goals. 6 at Crystal Palace as Manchester City won 4-2. 6 at Aston Villa as they drew 3-3 with Brentford. A 1-0 victory for Everton over Burnley. 1-0 for Newcastle over Fulham as well. Those 2 games we just showed you at the end. Luton got a late winner against Bournemouth. West Ham got a winner against Wolves as well in a game with 2 penalties and a game with disallowed goals. And then Arsenal to wrap up the evening, winning 3-0 at Brighton. So much to come on Sunday, including that matchup. We're going to hear from the guys just at the end between Manchester United and Liverpool, because this is what it means. Liverpool have dropped to second in the Premier League standings, just behind Arsenal. An opportunity at Old Trafford to go back to the summit if they can get a victory there. Manchester City level on points with the Reds, now in third place. Aston Villa still in fourth, but what can Tottenham do? They play Nottingham Forest on Sunday. Let's look at the bottom half of the Premier League table. Everton with 3 points to take them to 29. Brentford with that point today also on 29. Nottingham Forest, as mentioned, in action tomorrow. And then Luton got a victory today, 2-1 the final score, but still in the relegation zone. Just enough time for us to talk about Sunday's action, and all eyes on Old Trafford. Liverpool now have seen Manchester City make a move. They've seen Arsenal make a move. Now it's up to them. Liverpool, what do you think?
I hope they're going to draw.
What do you think we're going to see at Old Trafford, though?
The big enemies, against at Old Trafford. So Liverpool, we feel the pressure because City and Arsenal won. But as I said, I think Klopp, is leaving the club at the end of the season. I think this is probably the factor X for them.
I can't think anything other than a Liverpool win, unfortunately, for the rest of the Premier League sides.
All right, Manchester City made their move, so did Arsenal. It's up to Liverpool now. Drama on Sunday to come. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Manipati. Thanks to you. Here's how it all started, the penalty. We got to get straight into the action because it was Lamptey on Gabriel Jesus. The referee pointed to the spot, and you agree it's a penalty.
100%. 100%, yeah. As soon as he was dragging it onto his right foot, Lamptey just dangles his leg and he kicks him. You'll see there's a slight touch on the ball, but he kicks him in his standing foot, you can see, and it's enough to knock him over, and correct decision in my opinion.
Referee John Brooks pointing to the spots, in agreement in the studio that it was a penalty. Let's talk about the technique from Saka. He's scored 5 penalties now this season.
That's something we should learn in France, because every time we go to the penalty, we lose them. And it's a big talk in France for weeks now because of that. Euros coming very soon, so we should learn, from players like Saka or the players from Chelsea as well. Cole
Palmer.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
it's not easy to
Ivan Toney.
Yeah, it's not easy to shoot and score a penalty.
At this point in the game, Brighton had a little bit of pressure. They were putting Arsenal under pressure, so it was key for them to score at this time.
Yeah, it was a different game plan in the second half. They let Brighton come at them and they just caught them. Not so much here, because that's poor play. They give the ball away. Jorginho continues to run. Odegaard finds him perfectly. And he just looks up, sees where Havertz is, and he puts it on the plate for him and he taps it into the net. It's very easy, but it was a giveaway from Brighton's point of view. And the game's finished, and then
they gave up. They gave up easily. It's too easy. It's like training session for Arsenal, It's like an opposition on Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah. Well, that's the goal that made it 2-0. There was still time for more drama because Trossard, I think he overturns the ball himself.
Yeah, this is when they funnel back. When the slow build-up, they can get back in. Everyone gets behind the ball. They try and nick it, and then they've got the pace on the counter. Look at the quality you can bring off the bench. Look, sit down, goalkeeper, and then just knocks over the top of him. Outstanding. I think he's been a wonderful signing for the money. He's been brilliant. He assists and he scores goals. He's been outstanding. Cuts across the defender there. He knows he eliminates him. Then he just sits the goalkeeper down, and wonderful finish. Calm as you like. Look, sitting in there again, funneling in. That's what you see. And then when they counter, Manu, you're not catching him.
No, he's too far, You can see on his number, on his back. So, but I like the way he runs because it cut off, the possibility of the defender to come back.
Have a great night, guys. I'll try.
Bring us back some sun, will you?
Cheers.
Well, that's Alan Shearer out at NBC Fan Fest. Daniel Sturridge is the other legend out. They're enjoying football with the American fans stateside to watch the Premier League today. And what a day it's been in the Premier League. Arsenal winning 3-0 to go to the summit after Manchester City had levelled Liverpool in terms of points and their victory. What did you make of that Arsenal defensive performance, though? Because we saw that I briefly spoke to Tim about the celebrations. The way they celebrated that clearance from Gabriel was as intense as they'd celebrated any of the goals.
They are the best defense and the best attack so far this season in the Premier League. They have improved so much on so many aspects, but especially in defense because, as we all remember, last season at the same point, they were losing points, easily, making defensive mistake individually, very easily for the opponent. So I think the improvements in space of 1 year is so important, so huge. I'm very impressed. I'm so proud of them.
Manu, for me, when I watch this team from the outside, they've got so many characteristics of your side.
Yes.
Because of the size of these guys now. You know, they've gone through a period with Wenger, Arsene, when they were little small guys and they were tippy-tappy in the ball around. Now, they can have a fight, these fellas, can't they? I mean, they are strong. Declan Rice has helped them out. But I remember playing against your side and you celebrated keeping clean sheets.
Yes.
That's exactly what we saw from them guys today.
And there's a big difference because the average, the age of the team, they are still very young, this team. They have a big margin in front of them. So the quality of defensively, I think it's very impressive because, you know, they play as a team, as a unit. As Kai Havertz said, you know, after the game, he said he's very pleased by the way they attack, but the way they defend. They defend all the day together. How it is in football, how you win games. You win as a unity, as a team. You defend together, you attack together. This is exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, we're going to get post-match reactions now from the Amex Stadium because Roberto De Zerbi is standing by.
Roberto, we often talk about big moments, big decisions having an effect on games. How big a decision was the moment that the penalty was awarded against you?
No, the penalty was clear. The referee was good enough to decide this game. We played a good first half. Until the second goal, we were inside of the game, and then the game is finished.
How many big moments do you think you had within that game? There appeared to be moments when you could have hurt Arsenal.
Yes, but in this moment, without a lot of important players, it's tough to create too many chances to score. We played a good game, but without big chance to score.
They had a couple of moments, especially at the start of it, sometime in the second half as well. For Brighton, what will they be saying about this performance?
Poor. It was a poor performance from them. They normally have a little bit more control. Even if they get beat in games, they normally have over 50% possession. Not today. It didn't look like they were going to have that much, you know, and Arsenal just... second period. I mean, they just let them have the ball and they sneaked it off them and they counter-attacked. They were going wide open. They were just throwing bodies forward. And Arsenal just had it all their own way. I mean, tactically, they got it absolutely spot on. It could be dangerous. We said before the game, they have spoiled a lot of people's parties, Brighton. They're capable of doing it, but not today because... they just grabbed that game by the scruff of the neck, the leaders in this Arsenal side. You know, I talked about it. We always mention, oh, well, Arsenal haven't got this number 9. When's it going to let them down? Well, it's not at the moment, is it? It's not at the moment. They look like they're going to score from every angle. And today, it was just pure dominance from that Arsenal side.
Yeah, and especially when you consider that Brighton had lost before this only once at home this season.
Yeah, but I think they were surprised how Arsenal started that game. Very high on the pitch with a lot of pressure on the defense. Try to win the game as soon as possible. They were under pressure from the first minute. I think they didn't expect that. I think they thought maybe they could feel, you know, the pressure from City, but it didn't happen.
Well, 3 points for Arsenal at the Amex, and a big day in the Premier League is over.
I'm Derek Ray. I'm joined for commentary by former Arsenal fullback Lee Dixon. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Luton Town taking on Chelsea.
Hi, Derek, thank you. Well, both managers will be reminding their players how important...
Well, it could be on for him here. Is it going to be? Keeper getting the touch. And it's gone behind for the corner. Over it comes. Did his job defensively. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Pearson. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Well, pick your adjective where Hakim Ziyech is concerned. Explosive, I think, might be an approach. Can they take the lead here? And mistimed the run, sadly. That's offside. Throw-ins given. This looks promising.
Well, it's the care and attention, all that worked.
And a blunder by the keeper. Werner. Promising attack, but his timing was off. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Nicely cut out. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Ziyech. In it goes. An early goal. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, as we look at this again, the keeper's every right to ask where his back line was, but 2v1 in the end. He's thinking now, is he going to pass or go round me? He's got no chance.
Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Ball's gone.